Got you, security.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a 9 o'clock appointment.
Mercer?
Yes, 63808.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, thank you. All right, good morning. We are in Ormel, Arkansas. We got unloaded yesterday, and there was nothing to load so today's Saturday. There was nothing to load on Friday. We ended up deadheading 380 miles to get this load. To pick up a load only going 400 miles. But the reason for doing that was that there was nothing where we were there was nothing where I was that was going where I wanted to go. There was stuff me and Katie talked about going down Laredo. we were messing around talking about going to Utah. And all those places just weren't good because I'd end up in a bad spot. So finally this one popped in over here. It could load today, so it made it easy to come over here and get it. Talked to the agent. They did throw a little bit of Deadhead money towards us, so that was nice. And then we're going to... So when we get this loaded, we're already booked all the way up to Thursday of next week. Because I knew if I stayed in this area, Indianapolis area, it'd be all right. So we're doing I think we're doing Indy. So we'll be in Indianapolis on Monday. We're doing Indy to Frankfurt. And then, hang on, let me check. Hang on one second. All right, so we're doing Indianapolis to Frankfurt. Louisville. Let's see, wait a minute. Which one's which? No, so Indianapolis to Frankfurt. So we'll deliver that on Tuesday in Frankfurt, Kentucky. Florence, Kentucky on Tuesday to Shelby, Indiana. Deliver that on Wednesday. And then we're going to do Louisville, Kentucky to Holiday City, Ohio. Deliver to Ohio on Thursday. So we're already booked up for next week. So it's looking pretty good. This week was pretty good. I mean, except for this little deadhead, but except for this deadhead. But I use the term deadhead credits. And Katie always laughs when I tell her that because like we picked up over there in Iowa, and we were only like 2 miles away from where our reload was. So to me, that's a little we accumulated some deadhead credits because usually about 100 miles is kind of what I give for a deadhead. So anything under 100 miles is like a deadhead credit. So we had several loads in a row that didn't have very far deadhead. So, we accumulate those deadhead credits. So that's when I have a big deadhead like this, it doesn't hurt too bad. Plus, we're in Missouri and fuel is cheap. I looked this morning and Mercer's price for fuel was $2.32 a gallon. So we're going to fill up with some fuel. We're just right across the state line. So once we get done here, we'll go back up into Missouri and we'll fill up with some fuel. But anyway, here, take a look. I know it's kind of outside the rain, but if you can see, that's what we're getting. We're getting steel beams, and our appointment is not till 8:30, so we got about another hour until we can go over there. But they're not very busy today. I've been here. I used to come here a lot. As a matter of fact, I think I made a video here way back. But when I had my headboard on my trailer, I couldn't pick up these steel beams because some of these are pretty long, so I would stay away. But I've been here quite often, and they have a pretty good system. It goes pretty good. It's not too bad. So anyway, all right. So we're gonna wait. We're getting Callie's back there. It's hard to see her, but she's back there. I'm gonna take her out real quick. It is supposed to be kind of nasty, rainy today, so we'll see how it goes. But all right, talk to you in a bit. just got loaded. Some people call it a tarping station. They're calling it a fall protection station. Said you can use it. That'd be a good opportunity, if it's working, to show you guys how this thing works. I don't know. We'll see if we fit in here. You can see how it's kind of angled. But you got to drive through here, and then these platforms will go up against the trailer so that you don't fall. And this goes back to what I was talking about in the other video. My antenna hit the thing. This goes back to what I was talking about in the other video about they had those rails and you could fall down, and you fall down in between those rails, which makes me more nervous. So we're gonna use this system here. Now we're just gonna throw chains. I've already put 2 on. When you load, you have to put 2 on to get out of there, and then they want you to finish up once you pull out. So let's, about right there. All right, let's get the GoPro. Let's get the GoPro, see if this thing works, and we're gonna get it and squeeze it together. So hang on one second. Okay, man, I got water on the lens, so you guys are gonna have to deal with that. All right, apparently that side doesn't work. But anyway, we got it extended so you can see how it extends and goes up against the trailer. So you can see that. Now this side here, apparently it's broken. Remember I said it's kind of crooked, so somebody broke it, or it broke. So that's how. And some people call this a tarping station. Some people call it, you know, fall prevention. But I prefer this system. Now this system's a lot more expensive and higher to maintain. But as you see, there's really no gap to fall down and fall into the trailer. So what we're gonna do, we got about 41,000 pounds of beams. We're gonna throw 6 chains and strap her down. It's a little chilly out here. They do have this cover, so it'll be nice. So let me chain this up, get this done, and we'll get out of here and start heading north before the weather gets too bad. So talk to you in a bit. All right, we're all chained up and everything looks good. We'll walk through here. So you can see how this one's broken, but if it would have come all the way up to the edge there, but that's how it's supposed to work. So that's what we got. Steel beams. We got about 41,000 pounds. They're about 50 feet long. So we got a little bit hanging off the front there. And let's see, we'll go back here. We got a little bit hanging off the back. Walk back here. It is a little windy. The temperature is slowly dropping a little bit, but believe it or not, the further north we go, it's supposed to warm up a little bit. So here you can take a look here at what we got. So you can see they're hanging off a little bit off the back there. So all right, let's open this up. I'm gonna set you guys up and you can watch it close up or open up there. All right, as you can see, it is now opened up. We'll walk around. Everything looks good. Chains look good. So, all right, let me walk back around, get out of my work clothes here, and we're gonna take Callie out real quick before we hit the road, and then we'll go get some fuel. So talk to you in a bit. Alright, we're in Steele, Missouri. We're gonna stop and get some fuel. Now, usually you guys see me stop at a name brand truck stop. And this isn't a name brand, I call it a mom and pop place. But for some reason they give us a pretty good discount on fuel. So the only thing is we're gonna buy enough fuel, but we can't buy too much because our load in Indianapolis is gonna be close to 47,000 pounds. Our reload out of Indianapolis. So in order for me to haul 47,000 pounds, I have to have less than a half a tank of fuel. From right here, it's about 400 miles up to Indianapolis. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill up one tank, the big tank, which will be 150 gallons. And I'm getting about 5.5 miles a gallon, somewhere around there. So by the time we get up there, we'll use up some of that fuel, and so we should be in good shape to get a reload, or to get the weight of our reload. So anyway, all right. This place can be a little tricky pulling in here, but it's not that bad. I stopped here this morning and got a cup of coffee on the way down, and they have redone the pumps and everything in here, so it doesn't look too bad. Get some fuel, double check our load, make sure everything looks good. We've gone about 35 miles, so we'll just double check, make sure nothing's moved around. Sometimes that steel will squeeze together a little bit, so we'll make sure everything's nice and tight. So, all right, talk to you in a bit. Alright, we got our fuel. We filled up one tank, 100 gallons. So that should keep us in pretty good shape for a while. It is now kind of rainy, sleety kind of rain. I can hear it tapping on the window, so it does not rain. It's like a frozen rain. My thermometer says it's 34 degrees outside. So should be all right there. And it's supposed to go, I mean, they're calling for icy stuff, but from what I was reading and watching on the weather, it's supposed to get a little bit warmer as we go north. So maybe we'll get lucky. Now tomorrow, like up in Effingham, tomorrow it's supposed to be sunny and above freezing. So I think we just got to make it through today, and tomorrow will be pretty good. So I came by this scale this morning. There's a scale right at the end of this ramp. I came by this morning, and it was open. Let's see if it's still open. We do have pre-pass, and it's been working, so we'll just see if what we get here. So this first sensor reads the pre-pass, and then the second sensor tells the pre-pass what to do, red light, green light, whatever. So let's see what it does if this scale is open or not. Alright, there it goes. So we got a green light, so we're good to go. So we'll make our way north, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. All right, it's the end of the day. We're over here in Brazil, Indiana. We actually did pretty good. I was going to stop in Effingham, but decided to come down here a little bit further. We're about 60 miles from Indianapolis. Today's Saturday. We're going to take our 34 tomorrow, or tomorrow. So we'll start the week off with a fresh 70 hours. And like I said, we got a busy week ahead of us. So today went good. We were in and out of there in about an hour where we got loaded. So that went pretty good. Can't complain about that. So anyway, it's like 30 degrees here right now, but they're not expecting any rain or anything. So we should be pretty good. Rain or snow. So anyway, that's the end of the day. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.